Hi guys, what's up? I'm Heather reporting for Kids First. Today, I'm talking to the incredible 98-year-old producer Larry Jaffe about his newest film, The Girl Who Believes in Miracles. This is Larry's first feature film. Now let's talk to him about it. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you very much, Heather. How are you?
I am great, thank
Good.
you. So sometimes making a film takes way longer than anyone realized. Can you tell me what was the backstory of this film and how long it took to be able to set it into production?
Sure. Uh, I started working on this film over 3 years ago, and I have a partner who wrote the original script, uh, and we were fortunate enough to get the services of uh, Rich Correll, who's a wonderful director, happens to be an excellent writer. He took the original script, which had a decent plot, but didn't have a lot of life. And Rich Correll put a lot of life into it. And so you now have this very special movie that's called The Girl Who Believes in Miracles. So it all came together almost like a miracle. When we got Rich Correll, we were able to raise the money. We attracted stars because Rich has a reputation in the business of bringing the best out of actors, and they all love to work with a director who can do that. So now The Girl Who Believes in Miracles is being released with the actors, the director, that make it a very special movie.
It was a really, really special movie. And I love the parallel to the story of Jesus Christ, like how he resurrects and how he performs all these amazing miracles. So what was the idea behind this film, and what encouraged you to actually make the film? And why did you say, "Oh, let's release it on Easter weekend"?
Well, you just reminded me of a very wonderful thing. Uh, it, it, my partner who wrote the original script was went through a miracle himself, and made him want to write something about it. His granddaughter had a terrible heart disease, and the doctors just gave her months to live. He prayed, she prayed, the family prayed, and she recovered despite what the doctors were saying. So as a result of this, my partner felt so exhilarated that he had to write a story about it. And ultimately, The Girl Who Believes in Miracles is the result.
That
So it
is
started with a miracle.
That's absolutely amazing. And I love how that was the idea. And now you have this wonderful film. Apart from the wonderful story is the amazing actors. Can you please tell me what the casting process was like and what ultimately made you choose Austin for the lead role?
Well, we had a wonderful casting agency who not only got us the stars, who also, incidentally, were interested in working in our movie because Rich Correll was the director, and he has a reputation of bringing the best out of actors. And actors all have big egos, and they want to be out there showing people just how good they are. And Rich Correll enables them to do that. So we end up, and not too many faith-based movies have the array of actors that we have. That makes our movie very special.
That is absolutely amazing. Austin was so amazing in the film. Like, I started crying. She was absolutely amazing. And you were speaking about how a miracle started the process of writing. So, did any miracles or did anything fun or cool happen on set?
I'm sorry, happened on what?
Any miracles on set?
On the set. Well, now that I've gotten involved in movies, I hear that typically when movies are being produced, they run into all kinds of problems. We didn't have any problems. Our original producer had an accident, couldn't get to the location, So Rich Carell not only directed this movie, but he produced it. And I got reports every day, and every day he would end up the day not only on time, very often ahead of time, and ultimately brought in the production on time and under budget. And in a way, in the movie industry, that is a miracle.
That's awesome. Like seeing how Richard really cares about making this film. And
Yes.
did you learn anything new from him or about him that made you think, oh, well, maybe I could do this too on another project?
Oh, well, we have other projects in mind, and I've had such a wonderful experience with Rich Carell. He'll get first shot at any movie that I'm involved in.
That's so sweet. And you were saying about how Richard would show up to on set days that he wasn't working. Was that the same for you? How often were you on set?
Well, I don't get around too well. I had a very bad accident with my hip, but I did get on the set one day, and I was just so amazed. I was watching two actors working on a scene, and they had over 15 people supporting them. That's how many people get involved in a movie. It was quite an eye opener.
And talking about two amazing actors, the most important part of the film is the scene where we see God and he takes Sarah. Can you please tell me what it was like to film that day and how long it took to film that scene? Because there's the rain and then the special effects added in later.
Well, I can't tell you the details of production. I wasn't there every day. I was getting reports of how the whole day went, and we didn't have a day there where we had any kind of major problem. In fact, is the production crew told our director, "Please come back. It's so pleasant to work with you." That's just how good Rich Carell is.
and and you, the two of you working together really made movie magic. Now when you produce a film, usually the impact stays with you. Did anything happen that impacted you that still lives with you today?
Wow. Well, it's very interesting. I am so elated and so amazed at the reaction that we're getting to our trailer, which basically highlights various scenes in the movie. You know, any kind of reaction I have to the movie is subjective because I've been involved so much in it. But when I'm seeing other people get excited about the movie, that just overwhelms me. That's what's getting me excited.
That is so beautiful. It's so cool to see how people behind the camera think and feel. So to see the audience's reaction is just amazing. What do you hope audiences take away from this film, considering that young kids don't really understand religion? What do you hope they take away from the movie?
Well, you know, we have had evidence that young people love this movie. We had a critic look at the movie, and he brought his family in, and he has some nice things to say about the movie. But he said, my 16-year-old. He said, Dad, when can we see this again? And we get this time and time again. Children love the movie, and it's primarily our 11-year-old Austin Johnson, who plays Sarah, who uh, she manages to connect with children. They love the story. Not only are we a faith-based movie, but we a family value movie because there's so much interaction and love that goes on in this Hopkins family that it's very appealing on a family level.
It is. And to see her whole family just try to fight what's going on with her declining health is so strong and it's so impactful. And you see how even they themselves, which is something so real that we all face with, like we sort of kind of question God. So, and it's so beautiful to see Austin's character, Sarah, just say, no, it's okay. Like, I trust God.
Yes. You know, what will be very, very important for me is to know that youngsters are watching this movie, and they learn the joy of helping others. Uh, and if they could grow up with that idea, it will be a wonderful result of having brought this movie to the public eye.
I know that it will go a long way because this isn't a movie that comes around very often. And I
Yes,
just want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. I absolutely love the film.
it was my pleasure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your reaction to the movie. It's so wonderful for me to see that others think as much of this movie as I do. Thank you.
Your work made the movie all worthwhile. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much to Larry Jaffe for taking the time to sit down and talk with me about The Girl Who Believes in Miracles, which releases in theaters April 2nd, 2021. I'm Heather, reporting for Kids First. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel to get our newest reviews or interviews. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.
It's not possible. You're beginning to catch on.